Welcome to another edition with In the Business with from Cranes 101 and Cranes Aerial Truck Service. Today we're at Astro Crane in Foxborough, Massachusetts, and I'm here with Matt Wright. So Matt, tell me a little bit about what your company does. What is the role of your company? I did look at your website, and I know you were a welding company way back in the day.
Yeah, for close to 20 years. So they opened in 1980, Astro Welding and Fabricating, and then mid-90s started slowly, purchasing cranes and doing a little bit of crane work, and then eventually we figured out that we wanted to do that instead of welding, and we've been doing that since the late 90s, just crane work.
Okay, so you're doing no welding anymore.
No,
right?
other than, miscellaneous stuff for ourselves.
For yourself,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's a story I've seen repeated actually quite a few times with other customers, where a crane was a necessity in a welding shop if you're getting into bigger jobs, and then it became the focus
Right.
of the business.
Same story here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now this is a family business, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. So it's myself, my brother Mike, and my father Marty.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
We're also a family
Yeah.
business. So how do you feel that Astro Crane stands out from other crane companies?
Well, we try to focus on customer service as much as we can. So I think, I think our guys try to go above and beyond for most of the customers that we work for, and I think that's pretty important, along with having nice equipment and obviously safe, nice equipment and things like that. I mean, we try to go above and beyond for the customers, which I think is usually pretty well received.
I can't help but notice when I look through your yard, almost every crane out there is a Liebherr, and I know people that know the crane business probably view Liebherr like I do as the Cadillac of cranes.
Yeah, we've had good luck with them, so we just keep sticking with that. It's not broke, so we don't fix it. So
Understood.
Yep.
How many Liebherr cranes do you own?
22, 23. Yep.
Is that a record as far as New England?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm sure that some of the big boys may have more than that, but we got enough to keep us busy for now. I don't think we could do much more here where we are.
Yeah. Now the percentage of Liebherr cranes in your fleet is encroaching 100%. What would you say?
Yeah, and all but two. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
that is definitely out there.
Yep.
What would you see as the biggest challenges in the business for yourself, either now or in the past?
Challenges now. I navigating the evolving safety requirements that go along with doing what we do. Tends to, when you have it figured out, they change what you need to do. So there's a constant evolution there of what's to be expected of us to to provide for things that need to go along with the crane and the lift plan and all that fun stuff.
I truly understand.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice, this is my second time up here, that this piece of property is about as pristine as I have ever seen in the crane business.
Oh, yeah?
Whose fault is that?
That's definitely going to be my dad. He's out there every day, moving stuff around and organizing.
Yeah, well, yeah. It is very impressive, I get to tell you.
Thanks.
What's the most interesting job that you and your crew have been on, do you think?
Interesting. We did a nice job with the 600 up at about a month ago up at the Portsmouth Naval Yard. I guess it would be interesting.
And then you did, okay, 600-ton capacity, right?
Yep.
Interesting. What did you? I've done work up there. What did you do up at the Portsmouth Naval Yard?
They were working on a. We worked for. We were actually hired by Cody Crane, and we were helping them. They were working for Cone Crane, putting together a large pedestal crane up there.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, unloading it off a barge and
Yeah.
getting it set up. I never actually made it up there myself, but it was pretty neat from what I heard. I saw some of the pictures, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your biggest safety concerns today?
Well, they're kind of the same as they've always been. It's, the usual, unknown underground structures usually are a big one, especially when you're doing, smaller residential projects. It's hard to give them the attention that they need, but you have to still do it.
Yeah. That's a classic accident.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I had been involved in that accident event. I'm going to say at least a dozen times.
Mm.
I know it is. It's a classic. Crane goes through septic
Oh yeah.
cover.
Yep.
On residential property. Now, are you a union?
Yes. Recently, yes.
Okay.
We signed with local for 2 months ago.
And what inspired you to go to union?
We had been talking to him for a few years, and we just ended up working it out, and it worked for us, and it worked for them. So now we're doing that, and so far so good. So.
Yeah, anything new and exciting coming up?
Well, we bought a 500-ton machine, which actually hit the port Monday, so we should take delivery early next week. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Also Liebherr.
And what does the machine like that cost?
The price tag on a new, something in the $3.5, $4 million range. I think.
It's quite a mortgage.
Yeah.
Busy. No kidding. You got enough work for it, and you wouldn't have bought it otherwise.
Well, yeah, that's it. Never know, but you think you do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how do you feel that our government's decision to put all kinds of money into our bridges and roads is going to affect you?
Hopefully it's a positive. More bridges, more crane work.
Yep.
It certainly can't hurt.
No, no, it can't hurt at all. All right. Well, that's the end of my question list. Pat, I want to thank you. And anybody who's viewing this, I want to thank you for tuning in.